welcome back to Drawing for Kids. To start off, let's go over what material you'll need. You need some Crayola markers, which you can use any color markers that you like. Next, you also need some paper. In addition to that, you'll need some black markers, such as Sharpies. Okay, so as I'm going along, I'll go step by step on how to draw this character, but I really like to invite you to add your own little twist to it to make it your own. There's no pressure to necessarily draw exactly what I have, but let's use that as a guidance to see what we can come up with. As always, remember to add in a little bit of your imagination to make it your own. You can do this drawing with your family and friends, and at the end of it, maybe check out how everybody's drawing turned out at the very end. Are you ready? So we're gonna get started. For today's drawing, I'm gonna be drawing a bird holding a knife. I know it sounds really interesting, and it's also gonna be really cute at the same time. So let's see how this works for this step-by-step drawing of a killer bird. So starting off with my black marker, just gonna do the head of the bird. It's a very round body, so you can see it's like generally like an oval shape almost. But I'm gonna do a little bit of the bulge, which is one of his arms right here. And then I'll extend the rest of the oval shape from the bottom downwards as well. You can see the bottom's a little bit more flat because that's where his feet and his the bottom of the bird's gonna be, and that's the other arm extending on the other side of his body. Here's one of his foot, and here is the other for this killer bird. And of course, I mentioned there is going to be a knife. He could be using this knife to do some cooking or like some kind of culinary experience that he's trying out. So this is the killer bird. You can also have him hold on to like a lollipop or like a candy or like a banner that says happy birthday. So I think there's many different ways you can play around with it. Just want to show you one way that you can draw this bird. Here is the mouth of the bird, that's the top lip, and then here is the other. So essentially it's like an oval or squished down circle with a line through the middle. For the eyes, I'm going to do 2 circles. If you like, you can add eyelashes, or you can add like eyebrows to show more expression for this killer bird. So there's lots of ways to play around with it. But essentially that's it for the killer bird in terms of the outline. Now I'm going to start drawing and coloring it in. So starting off with like this orange marker that I have, I'm just going to color in his mouth. If you want to make this a little bit more personal, you can add on like clothes for this bird, or adding on a hat, or maybe like just think of a story of like, what is this bird doing? Like, what kind of background would it be? Would it be in like a picnic out in the sun, and then he's using this knife to kind of cut up his sushi pieces? So there's like a couple ideas out there. Here I'm just using like different types of shades of orange. So there's like a darker shade, as you can see here, that I'm using the feet, and there's also like a lighter shade that I've used for his upper lip. It's nice to try out different shades of like the same color just to see how things will look, rather than just traditionally using the same shade of orange for all the different spaces. So next I need to color in the knife, and also need to color in like the bird itself. For the knife, I'm just going to use this brown marker to color in like the handle itself. Like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be a knife. It could be like a pom-pom. Let's say if you're doing it as like a get well or cheer up kind of card, that could be an option. Or like it could be holding a steak because it's really hungry and it is a carnivore and loves to eat meat. But usually, I don't know, birds are necessarily, all of them are carnivores. There's also the knife part that I'm using this gray marker to color in. But I think there's just many ways to kind of play around with this character, because I think it's like a very fun and like easy character to get started if you want to do an easy bird drawing. Now using my yellow marker, I'm just going to color in the rest of the bird. If you like the content on this channel, I just want to put a plug in. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for considering. And also, I would love to hear from you if you have other ideas for other drawings you would like to see on this channel. I have my series on Pokemon. I've done some for Studio Ghibli, various like anime characters, as well as like cartoon characters that my kids really like. They're toddlers, so there's like some Paw Patrols and like some Gabby, and there's like just many different characters, including like Peppa Pig. So I would love to hear from you if there are other characters you'd like me to do in the future. So here you can see my killer bird is almost done, just coloring in, making sure that I fill in all the gaps and all the holes in between so that it is a solid yellow bird. If you like, you could do another color for your bird. It doesn't need to be like just one shade. If you want, you can have like multiple shades of color. You could have a rainbow bird as well, because I think that would be really cool. So here is a closer look at my killer bird. I think he just looks so cute, and there's just so many ways for you to play around with it. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this killer bird drawing, step-by-step drawing with Sharon. Hopefully I will see you next time in another video. Take care and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.